Guys, welcome in. I have a little holiday set to talk about today. It's from Tarte. It's called the Kindness Cafe Maneater Plumped Up. They're trying to be all sweet and cutesy. Kindness Cafe, and then it's Maneater. Maneater Plumped Up Travel Must-Haves. It's like a little eyeshadow palette, a mini mascara, and a mini Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. And this little set kind of drew me in. Not a lot from Tarte has this holiday season. I realize they do have another set that's like 2 mini palettes and some bigger mascaras and lip products, but like the idea of this little one, I thought maybe that's really good, you know, and maybe that's a good small gift. And I've been using it on and off since I got it, and I actually have been really enjoying this little set. Something about the simplicity with it, I guess. I like it, and I'm going to put those steps on today. It's probably going to be kind of a quick video, but I will fill you in on what else is on my face today. I used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have a giant thing of it right back here over my shoulder, what they send in PR. I've got it. I'm going to use it, yes. Also, I'm wearing Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation along with Rimmel Multitasker Concealer. This is in soft beige and this is in sand, I believe. So I got really good coverage going, and then I set with some loose powder. Loose powder of the day is e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is one of the most subtle pinks in the game in terms of having that pink label, but it is kind of brightening. I've got that on my under eye and T-zone, and then I gently put Rimmel Stay Matte in Creamy Natural just all over the rest of my face. Bronzer today is Wet n Wild Wet Shady Beaches, and then some new blushes. I did get some new products sent my way from Catrice. They sent an awesome PR box featuring several different newer things in their line, but then there are still new things that I think I'm going to place an order for because I'm just very intrigued. But they've got these soft glam baked blushes and they're super pretty. They've got a gentle glow. I've got like 2 of them on. Mostly it's On Cloud Pink. See that gentle glow? And just the size, the look of it, doesn't it make you kind of think Rare Beauty? But this is super pretty. That's one of my favorites, and my definite favorite is Midnight Berry. So this adds just a little bit of depth, but not a ton. It's like a pinky shade with a slight goldeny sheen. I don't even have highlighter on today, just so you could kind of see like the little bit of radiance that these give off. There's a couple other colors in that line as well. There's Peachy Breeze and there's Cheeky Coral. I haven't used the coral yet, but really nice like pigmentation and finish on these. I'm going to add a little more of the pink just so you can see like they're really nice and soft. Like they pick up on your brush well. And then just see that little gentle glow as you build them up. I definitely feel like it's highlighter optional. Oh, I did my brows too. I've got on the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit in shade 4, and then this brow laminating gel from e.l.f. that I've had on hand for a while, but I sometimes forget about it. We're gonna prime with a little Milani eyeshadow primer. And sometimes you just like a little simple palette, you know? This little 6-pan, good quality shades. Now I'm gonna give you a boatload of different looks, but that's not really why you're getting it. If you want a boatload of different looks, like get that big Sephora palette, you know. My nails are chipping a little bit, but honestly not terrible. It's that LA Colors gel polish. I love it. Shade is All Natural. So good. But okay, we've got this little palette here. It's the Maneater Captivated eyeshadow palette, it says. At a glance, I like the look of this little palette better than the other 2 mini palettes that are part of the larger set. Deep brown, got a nice little warm mid-tone there, got a little burgundy, and then your light shimmer and 2 mid-tone shimmers that basically take your look in a couple different directions. You can be more taupey or you can be more like golden bronze. You do have a small mirror in here, but it's a very compact little palette. So I'm going to go into Mesmerizing, the shade right here. And by the way, it has that vanilla scent that I feel really took us all by storm when the Tartelette palettes were new. Not that they don't still have that smell, but like just getting a new palette, it's like, oh, it takes me back to smelling that first Tartelette palette or Tartelette in Bloom. It's not like it's a really loud scent, but I definitely notice it. So this is just my Profusion crease brush coming in. We're getting a little warmth. I'm gonna continue to blend and buff it up and out. I'm really the happiest with my eye looks when this mid-tone shade that I often start with, whatever it may be in different palettes, when that shade gets to really take up some space and just be super blended out. Like I always think it's the most flattering look. So this is your reminder, whatever space you've got, just work with it. Your quick and easy look would probably be doing that and then maybe popping a little glow on the lid, and it almost looks like one of those bronzer and highlighter types of eyes, you know. Then I'm going to take a bit of Tempting right down here. So this is our burgundy brown, and I'm using the same brush. Really got the shadow right on the tip of the brush, and I'm like working it back and forth in the outer corner, okay? Whereas the other shade was kind of blowing up everywhere. Here, we're keeping it right in the outer corner. No complaints on pigment, really, with anything in here. Outer corner, blending back and forth. What things have you seen from Tarte this holiday season that has really drawn you in? There is a possible like lip set that has maybe 5 different products in it that does kind of look good to me. Oh, Maneater After Dark Volume 2 looks like it's on sale. I used that in a short video recently. Still loving that. I don't know if that counts for holiday. It like kind of came out early fall. I really like that palette, but I guess we're just not in an era where brands really put out like a huge and impressive holiday collection. See what's happened now that I've blended that little bit deeper shade into the crease? Very blended, but it just adds that little bit of richness. Then I'm taking my little flat brush and I'm going over to this matte deep brown and patting that on the outer part of my eyelid. You can go about halfway in, just, you know, however dark you want your look to be. Just think about the remaining space that you have, and do you want a lot of space to have a brighter shimmer on it or more of the darker shadow? But I'm flipping my brush, I'm getting some of that dark brown right into my crease. See how pretty? I love how that shade mixes with the other 2 mattes. I just feel like this would be a solid little thing to give somebody. The shades work so well together, but also, you know, if you're just looking for a little compact, nice eyeshadow palette, it's really good. Flipping the brush, shadow is really hitting the deepest part of your crease. Nice. Okay, then we can take our crease brush and just kind of blend back and forth on the edge. I just love that. I love that type of a look, kind of cool to warm always. Then we have several different shimmers here. We've got our light one, look, super pigmented. We've got taupe, and then we've got like bronze. I notice this particularly with the bronzy and the taupey ones, like they've got just a boatload of shimmer and they need like just a little bit of pressure because they almost feel creamy, but they're all richly pigmented and extremely shiny. I think I'm going to go in with some of the bronze. So I'm going in with my Morphe M302, right? Yeah, second guess myself. And I'm just giving little like swiping motions. And we're going to get this bronze going there on the inner part of the eyelid. See, little swipes, you're getting that bronzy pop. Pressure and swiping with this formula gets the most out of it with a brush. Otherwise, you know, you could, of course, put it on with your finger. Who's back there? And then once you've got that applied to your liking there on pretty much all the lid, I'm going to take a little bit of this light shade with the same brush that I wiped off. Bisky knocked something over back there, so I had to kind of stop what I was doing. I'm just popping that on my inner corner. I love the little mirror. And then also, how about a little dark brown on the bottom? Nice little smokiness there. When the shadow's really richly pigmented and just not too flaky in texture, that's when you're going to have the best shot at this lasting well on your lower lash line. And another way you can use your small brush is to take either of the deeper shades, like maybe we come over here to this one and like build out that outer V a little bit more if you want to. Give your eye a little more shape in here. Optional. Like it was looking nice and soft, but see, you can just add a little more drama. Would so recommend the Profusion brush trio from Walmart if you're wanting to get started with some absolutely wonderful affordable brushes for eyes. We got face ones too. This small pointed brush is just so special, you know? Next we've got this little mascara. Okay, it's the Maneater Mini Mascara. Basically, you have a full-size brush, you know, like I'm sure that's the size of what's in the full-size Maneater, but it's in the short tube. And I always kind of say, like, I don't know that you get the full effect of a mascara if you're thinking, I'm going to test this out and see if I like it and maybe buy the full size based on my experience with the Mini. I don't feel like the Mini always gives you the best idea because this does not have a whole tube to pass through, you know, of product. You're getting more of that little concentrated bit of product in here. Not going to last you long. I just don't think it gives you the real picture of that mascara like a full size, but we're going to use it. And I have been liking this. And I also do enjoy the fact that there are like little bitty tiny nubby bristles at the tip that can kind of get you going on inner and outer corners a little bit better. So I'm not going to apply any eyeliner today just so you can see how the look is with just the eyeshadow palette and then the mascara. And then of course we have a little lip color too. Wiggling it at the base of the lashes, and I feel like I can kind of work off that tip like I said to catch some little outer lashes, inner lashes. Like, even though it's a big brush and you think like it's just a big brush on a short little handle there, it is working for me. Like, you don't hear as much about this as you do the Tarte Tartelette tubing mascaras, but I think this one's really good. There's a couple coats on that eye. I am gonna do a different mascara on the lowers just because I really want to make sure it doesn't smudge. This does not identify itself as a tubing mascara. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think this is tubing. It was around before the whole like tubing craze kind of got started. I tell you what, that Shiseido lash curler would be a terrific gift to someone too. I've tried a lot of lash curlers at all price points, and there's really nothing that can top that. Couple of coats on this eye as well. I might throw on one more, but I'm gonna do lower lashes with e.l.f. Lash Extender, and I'll be right back. There's the finished eye. Super happy with that. I love an everyday kind of bronzy fall eye. And this is the lip color. You're getting a Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Cherry Blossom. I know I've had Cherry Blossom before. I don't remember if it was in the Plump formula, but I'm just gonna put this on bare lips because there's not a lot to this as is color-wise. There's a little something, and I'm showing you that. But for me, it's something I would use in conjunction with a lip liner. But what you're getting is that thickness, that kind of coconutty smell, the shine of a gloss. It's like putting on a lip gloss, but out of a solid form instead of a doe foot applicator, basically. And some products like this have a lot more color to them. This one just happens to be very sheer and light. I'm guessing they put one in like that they thought, you know, anybody could work with. I think they could have given us a little more pop. But what I'm gonna do is show you how I like to use it with a lip liner involved as well. Because this is nice about giving you the shine. It gives you kind of like a minty, cooling, refreshing kind of tingle, not at all a painful tingle as far as the Plump goes. But I'm just going to use Revlon Color Stay Lip Liner in Nude because I know a lot of us are familiar with that shade. You might have it on hand. Oop, an eyelash. Make a wish. They call it nude, but isn't it a nice kind of rich nude always? You can't beat that from Revlon. And then again, we're going to take this, give it a couple clicks. Love the way that looks layered up on top of it. Just a deeper lip liner, you know, no problem. But yeah, that's my little set from Tarte that I wanted to share about today. Simple and basic, but I really like the look that it creates. And yeah, it was kind of the thing that I was drawn into from Tarte for the holidays so far. Compact, manageable eye palette, half shimmer, half matte. I love the tones that are in there. The deep brown, the burgundy, the bronze, all about it. The mascara, honestly, surprisingly good for me. Very good lengthening mascara. And then a lip color that, again, I'm gonna like it best when I layer it on top of other things, but I do love the feel. I like that cooling sensation. I like the texture. If the idea of one of these appeals to you, even right down to scent and feel and texture, and you're thinking, what's a drugstore brand that's doing that well? e.l.f.'s Pout Clout plumping lip pens are so similar to this, and I love the shade Wicked Cherry, and they've got a reddish one. Those are awesome, like a little bit more colorful takes on this product. But yeah, that's my look today, friends. Hope you enjoyed this little review, and I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye.